alone, they don't even want to talk no more. Just right now, don't lock those I serve with it. Guys think she was hanging with the art. We call them niggas who talk to the cops. I was on Pondeck and the stop. Back in the day, I invest in the block. Fast forward now, I'm investing in stock.
If it's a Friday night in January, it's Skyline Conference basketball. We've got a doubleheader here for you at the Hornets' Nest as Henley hosts Hidden Valley. Hello, everybody. Matt Bowling here alongside Mark McDaniel. We start things off with the girls' game, and Henley coming off an absolutely monumental win at 5A number 5 Summit on Wednesday, 53-49. Summit came into that game ranked number 4 in 5A in the OSA computer rankings, dropped a spot with the loss, but I mean, Henley just overcoming all sorts of things that could have lost them the game. Depth disadvantage, some foul trouble. Amazingly, never trailed in the fourth quarter. It began tied at 39, and they pulled it out.
Yeah, that was a very exciting game, one of the better ones we've seen in a long time. But the Hornets, they matured that game a little bit. They cut down in the second half on turnovers. They played good defense, and I think they out-rebounded Summit in that fourth quarter, which is big for such a tall team they were going against. Tonight against Hidden Valley, you're back to league again. Honestly, I think Coach Denson's probably just preaching to the kids that, hey, just take care of business. We're in league. We're on our home court. Let's take care of it.
We'll show you the league standings real quick. Henley on top of the Skyline Conference at 3-0. Hidden Valley 0-2.
Good evening. Welcome to Henley High School for tonight's game.
It looks like now they're ready to play the national anthem, so we will step aside.
Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard presents the colors.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
The information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
MyBasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Back with you here at Henley as we get ready to start first of 2 games tonight.
Now for tonight's matchup between the visiting Hidden Valley Mustangs and the Henley Hornets. Let's meet the starters for Hidden Valley. A senior, number 0, Hannah Ramos. A junior, number 2, Taylor Graham.
Getting ready to
A sophomore, number 4, Willow Brazil.
get to the starting lineups here. Was
The sophomore, number 12,
looking at
Bennett.
last year's results. Pretty lopsided both matchups.
The Mustangs are coached by Brenda Mendez.
Henley winning 67-33 at Hidden Valley and 77-27 here at the Hornets' Nest last season.
And now, the starters for your Henley Hornets. A junior, number 1, Kennedy O'Keefe.
Not much reason to expect that we won't see a similar result tonight.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for probably the Hornets is just keep it business-like, improve on certain parts of the game like turnovers, reduce turnovers, play good defense, and just do what you do.
The Hornets are coached by Randy Denson. Tonight's officials are Tony Bush, Randy Rose, and Gary Newmeister.
Hannah Ramos, Taylor Graham, Willow Brazil, Bailey Sandquist, and Sam Lesher are the starting, Kaylee Bennett are the starting 5 for Hidden Valley. For Henley, Preston Shade, Anna Harper, Kennedy Modine, Lily Fassell, and Michaela Schroeder. Once again, Matt Bowling here alongside Mark McDaniel. Hornets win the tip-off, and we're underway. Shade kicks it back to Modine for a 3 off the back of the rim. Fassell the rebound, mid-range, rolls in. Ramos pressured. Over to Graham. Now Bennett. Intercepted Fassell. And she lays it in. Bennett having trouble, keeps it in, pressured by Modine. Out of bounds, Shade trying to take it away.
Hornets coming out, putting a lot of pressure on Hidden Valley.
Graham throws it into Ramos. Brazil. Ramos. Pass recovered by Bennett and laid in. Shade hands it to Harper. Now Fassell. Fassell looking over to Modine. Shade for 3. Got it. Ramos ahead to Brazil. Turn around. No good off the glass and an easy board for Schroeder.
Hidden Valley's staying in a zone.
Schroeder double teamed, loses it, and it's a turnover. Bennett picks it up. Ahead to Brazil. Back to Ramos. Ramos tipped and taken away. I think Shade got her hand on that one. It ended up with Schroeder. Now Fassell, contested floater, won't fall. She can't get her own miss. It's a defensive board for Ramos. Bounced out of bounds, right into the Henley bench. Shade bringing it up over to Modine. Modine intercepted. Was looking for Fassell. Ramos took it away. Now Ramos loses it in the paint. Modine gets it back. Shade on the break. Floater drops. The other way, Ramos can't get around Schroeder. It was last touched by Henley before going out of bounds, though. Graham inbounds it to Bennett, who steps on the line. Modine into Ladner, out to Shade. Shade denied. Sandquist got a hand on that one. Shade got it back. Now loses it in the paint. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Henley still up 9-2. Bennett to Graham. Bennett for three. Off the mark. Rebound out of bounds. It will be Henley ball. Senya Campos checking in for Bailey Ladner. Randy Denson calls timeout. 4:44 left in the first quarter. It's 9-2 Henley here on mybasin.com. Henley ball out of the timeout. Kennedy Modine bringing it up. Campos thought about a three, instead goes cross court to Ladner. Ladner back up top to Modine, who does take a three and connects. Graham, too hot for Brazil, turned over. Modine, Harper, a little too soft on that pass to Campos. It's turned over. Graham, Brazil, Ramos, Bennett finds a cutting Ramos. Reverse layup misses. Harper gets the rebound, but the handoff ends up going off the leg of Senya Campos and out of bounds.
That's 5 turnovers for both teams. That's early in the ball game. A little sloppy.
It's the third game this week for Henley. Really the third in 4 days. Sandquist fouled. Sandquist, the senior, misses the first free throw. Second one's off the mark. It's Henley ball. Shade to Harper. Bounces to Campos. Flipped back out to Shade. Shade looking at Schroeder. She tries to whip it to Ladner, but it's off the mark and out of bounds. Vassell checks in for Harper. 3:25 to go in the first quarter. It's a 12-2 lead for Henley. Roms to Sandquist. Elbow jumper rattles in. Shade Campos in the corner. Tried to go down low to Schroeder, but well covered by Sandquist. Roms cashes in on the other end for the layup.
Henley a little sloppy coming out of the gate.
Campos. Shade. Campos pulls a three, misses. Fasell the board. Fasell the putback. Fasell picks up Ramos at half court. She sends it ahead to Sandquist, who travels. This is Shade. Over to Campos. Wide open for a three. Fasell, too long. Shade recovers but fumbles it out of bounds. Into Ramos. Guarded by Fasell. Almost. She does take it away. She took it away twice from two different players. Can't cash in on the other end, but Ladner earns a trip to the free throw line.
Last couple games, Lily Fasell has really played really good defense. She's been all over the court, giving a spark to the Hornets.
Ladner makes the first free throw. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who gives the team a spark. Bailey Ladner, I think Wednesday's game really encapsulates what she's able to do for this team. I mean, her stats weren't eye-popping, 2 points, 3 rebounds, but she really came in and gave Henley some great minutes. Hannah Harper picked up her fourth foul in the third quarter. Foul trouble was a problem for Henley all game long.
Well, she plays her role very well. She comes in, she plays hard.
Schroeder can't complete the interception. Brazil has a lane to the hoop but can't finish. Harper emerges with it. Shade. Fasell travels. A minute 43 on the clock here in the first quarter. Hidden Valley inbounding in front of their own bench. Ramos. Brazil. Bothered by Fasell. It's on the ground and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to give it back to Henley. Modine. Cross court to Shade. Campos. Splits the double team and finishes. Bennett. Three gets in for Taylor Graham. Or Madison Kelly, excuse me. Shade, a drive and a foul.
Henley hasn't faced a lot of zones this year that I recall. So this, with Hidden Valley playing the zone, it lets them work on their half-court offense. So that's good for them right here. They're a little bit, they got quite a few turnovers right now, but they're working on it.
Into Harper, fouled. Harper makes the first free throw. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists on Wednesday. Scored 4 points in the fourth quarter. It's really a credit to her to not foul out after picking up her 4th foul midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, she played very well in the fourth quarter.
Shade, tough shot.
Little scoop shot.
Under pressure, almost turned over. Graham emerges with it. Brazil with a lane to the hoop, rattles it in. 19 seconds left, here's Shade. Campos thought about a 3, instead drives, puts it up and in. Six seconds left, ball goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. More tight defense by Lily Fussell. 4.9 seconds on the clock. Campos dribbles up, pulls up, off the backboard. Harper's second chance won't fall. But it's still a 23-11 lead for Henley here at the end of the first quarter. Matt Bowling alongside Mark McDaniel. You're watching Henley basketball on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Well, perhaps not the cleanest of starts for Henley, but still with a pretty firm control of this game, 23-11 as we start the second quarter.
Yeah,
on pace for 92 points. You'll take that, Mark.
You will. I mean, if I'm Coach Denson, I'm a little bit like, okay, let's calm it down. We've got combined, both teams have 17 turnovers so far, so he probably wants him just to relax and attack that zone that Hidden Valley's putting on him on defense.
Thrown into Graham. She loses it. Here comes Shade. Ahead to Ladner. Foul. Got hacked by Sandquist on the way up.
You were talking about Bailey Ladner earlier. With the last couple games, she's just showed that she can come in and put some quality minutes in, and she's tough. She'll go in and battle inside with the best of them.
Definitely. Misses the second free throw. Harper gets the rebound. Oh! A wedgie. How are they going to get this one down? Luke Hammond's throwing a ball out. That basket will not count. 2 free throws for Harper. Second foul on Sandquist. Hidden Valley already in a pretty sizable hole, but if Sandquist gets into foul trouble, then that's even worse news for the Mustangs. She's about the only player who's got the size to match up with Schroeder or Harper underneath. Mustangs in transition. Bucket won't fall. Putback won't go either. Shade ahead to Campos. Campos looking at Fussell. Can't finish. Reverse won't go. Harper another try. That one gets in.
That all started with a hustle play, saving it out of bounds from Bailey Ladner.
Graham throws it into Bennett. Bennett to Kelly. Graham. Passes it around Shade, but it's stolen by Fussell. Fussell sends it to Campos. Her three bounces off the front of the rim. Hidden Valley grabs the board, and Fussell is whistled for the foul. Well, Hidden Valley looks like has a few JV players coming up with the varsity tonight, as there's a backcourt violation.
A little over and back.
I think that's Taylor Sparlin, the freshman out there, wearing number 24. And she's taking on some of that paint responsibility. Fussell, now Campos. Tried the bounce pass to Fussell. It was right to Sparlin. Across midcourt, Graham hands it off for a three, dribbling in, missing the elbow jumper. Campos ahead to Ladner, too strong. Schroeder the putback. Stolen by Fussell. Can't finish on the other end. Modine gets the miss. Free throw line jumper for Ladner is an air ball. Schroeder tried to send it out off a Hidden Valley player.
She must have stepped on the line because she saved it and bounced it off the Hidden Valley player, but referee said she stepped on the line.
And we've got a full timeout called by Hidden Valley. Henley up 29-11. 5:32 to go in the second quarter here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete.
Yeah.
Henley up 29-11. 5:32 to go in the second quarter. Going to be on defense coming out of this timeout. Mustangs bringing it up the court. Madison Kelly throws it into Sparlin. She's double teamed. Back out. Fussell ties it up, and the possession arrow points to Henley.
Good thing for Henley right now so far is we got 7 Hornets in the scoring column, which is good. That's a good thing for the Hornets. Good distribution.
All 7 rotation players have scored. Went up against a team on Wednesday with a 9-player rotation as Schroeder puts back Fussell's missed 3. And it's now a 20-point lead for Henley with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Pass ahead is too high and out of bounds. This is Modine over to Shade. Cross court to Modine. Dribbles in, elbow, bounces in.
Got the bounce.
Hannah Ramos. Ramos. Tie up. No, a foul underneath. It's called against Hidden Valley.
Sparlin.
Ladner. Shade. Too tall for Modine. And Henley gives it back. Ramos ahead, taken away by Ladner, who's able to tiptoe along the baseline, stay in bounds. Modine will try a three. Off the back iron. Ladner tried to wrestle away the rebound, but couldn't. Ramos fires ahead, turnaround, no good. Right into the arms of Modine. Modine trying to take it in herself, draws a foul.
Whenever you play the Hornets, they're going to pressure you full court the entire game. So the contrast here is Henley's playing full court man-to-man pressure, and Hidden Valley's content staying in that zone defense.
Modine had 5 points and 2 rebounds in the win at Summit on Wednesday. She misses both free throws here. Ramos to Kelly. Ramos looking for a lane. Ran into Schroeder, tried to pass it, and turned it over. Ahead to Harper. Her shot might have been partially blocked. Harper guarding Ramos now. Ramos, another drive, and called for the charge.
Good call. Little push off.
Second foul on Ramos. Bailey Ladner checks out for Lily Fussell. 3 minutes left in the first half. Shade. Floater rolls off the rim. Pass to nobody, and it's going to be Henley ball. Willow Brazil checking in for Hannah Ramos. Fussell. Shade. Fussell, baseline floater won't fall. Kaylee Bennett spinning. Easy takeaway for Harper. And a finish on the other end. Just clinical from Anna Harper.
Yep.
Answer won't fall. Fussell the board. Fussell with a lane. Floater won't go. Schroeder grabs the miss and gets fouled.
Since coming back from her ankle injury, Anna Harper's really started to step up and take over that senior role for the Hornets, putting a big presence on the court.
Schroeder banks in the first free throw. I'll tell you what, 17 points, 19 rebounds against Summit on Wednesday. That is just preposterous.
Just a workhorse for this team.
gets her own miss, puts it up and in. I mean, what can you do?
She knows the game.
Henley's now on a 21-2 run, in case you were keeping track. Underneath, comes back to Facel. Campos, another try, and finally gets it to go. Make it 23-2. A minute 10 left in the second quarter. Campos takes it away. Campos gets it back. Travels. Graham looking to inbound. Campos going for the steal. Doesn't get it. Brazil pressured by Facel, who commits the foul. Bennett gets around Schroeder but can't finish. Tough rebound and a foul on the shot will send Taylor Graham to the free throw line.
Foul on Harper.
Graham makes the first free throw. And that's Hidden Valley's first point of the second quarter. Makes the second, 45 seconds left. Campos takes it in and gets fouled. Campos had 6 points against Summit on Wednesday. She goes 2 for 2 from the line here. Graham will inbound. They get it ahead, a long inbound. Layup no good on the other end. Schroeder gets the board. Shot clock is off, 26 seconds. Shade pulls a corner three. Got it! Bennett, 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. This is Brazil. Turned over, 3 seconds. Senya Campos almost pegged the guy sitting there on the baseline bleachers. But it's a 32-point lead for Henley at halftime. Matt Bowling here alongside Mark McDaniel. We'll get you your first half scoring after this break here on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Henley 45, Hidden Valley 13 at halftime. Hornets outscored the Mustangs 22-2 in the second quarter. Didn't allow a field goal. It was only a pair of free throws with about 45 seconds left that enabled the Mustangs to avoid a shutout quarter. Your first half scoring courtesy of Mark McDaniel. Preston Shade leading Henley with 10. Senya Campos with 8. Michaela Schroeder and Anna Harper with 7 each. Lily Fassell with 6. Kennedy Modine with 5. And Bailey Ladner with 2. For Henley, it's Madison Kelly with 3 points. Bailey Sandquist, Kaylee Bennett, Willow Brazil, Taylor Graham, and Hannah Ramez, each with 2. Really not too much to say about this one, Mark. I mean, I know Henley didn't start off totally clean, maybe a little big win hangover, so to speak, but it's been all Hornets, especially in the second quarter.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, you're leading the league. You need to come out and play and they take care of your business, but a little bit sloppy. I mean, Coach Jensen, obviously, as coaches, you have high expectations, and you're probably never satisfied, but the only problem with the Hornets right now, 11 turnovers in the half. You probably want to cut that down a little bit. But it was good for them to work against the zone defense, but you don't see that often. You don't seem to, but they're seeing it tonight. So, but they're aggressive. I mean, you love the way they play. Like you said earlier, all the rotation players have all scored, made an impact. So, this is just the kind of game it is. Now in the second half, you come out, you still work on some things, and take care of it.
Probably going to see plenty of the Henley reserves in the second half, much like we did at Mazama on Tuesday. Cadence Nelson, Spur Barney Smith, Brooklyn Conrad, and Maddie Swarnowski, that bench unit, or deep bench unit, I should say. Always good for some of those players to get some minutes here in league play, and that's kind of the one positive thing you'll see about these league games. As weak as the Skyline Conference is, Henley not really being challenged too much, but they've made up for it, I think, with a pretty strong non-conference schedule, games like the one on Wednesday at Summit. And it's good for those players to get some minutes, get better.
Yeah, but when you and I were talking about even going up to that Summit game, no matter what happened in that game, that experience level, like you said, is just it pays dividends towards the end of the day, like you said. Coach Denson set up the schedule on the road against 5A teams, and now later in the season, they'll get a good test when Marist comes down to play here at the Hornets' Nest. That'll be a little bit of an indication how the Hornets are sitting at that time of year. But yeah, I mean the league is weak. But you still got to go out and improve, because come playoff time, it's win or go home. So I think they'll be ready to go.
This isn't the only game we've got on tonight here at mybasin.com. Josh Eldridge is over in Chiloquin as the Queens and the Panthers host Cross Point Christian. Right now, that girls' game is in the third quarter. Chiloquin up 44-13 with 5 minutes left in the third. So, if you're looking for a competitive game, at least here in the early legs of the doubleheaders, you're probably out of luck. But we have the boys' game coming up right after this one. Should be a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, Henley plays hard. They're playing hard. They had a tough loss the other night against Mazama. And before I came up to be with you here tonight, I had a little talk conversation with Coach Stock. And, you know, he's proud of the kids for playing hard. They just couldn't finish that Mazama game. But it's fun to watch them play, though.
Yeah, I mean, Henley's 0-3 in Skyline Conference play right now, but only one of those games was a blowout. That was the game against Phoenix. They lost 65-40. Phoenix, probably the odds-on favorite to win the Skyline Conference, and I have to say probably a potential state tournament team as well. But, you know, you look at 54-51 against Klamath Union, 62-56 against Mazama. Henley was in both of those games right up until the end, and they just kind of let it slip away from them. We'll see if they can pull off what would definitely be considered an upset over Hidden Valley tonight. Their Mustangs are ranked number 12. They're 1-1 in Skyline Conference play. They also took a pretty decisive loss to Phoenix, 71-54, but they beat Klamath Union 43-38.
I think that there's some parity maybe for Phoenix, but the rest of this league, who knows? I mean, if the Hornets can get this win and then go on a little roll, who knows? They might sneak into a playoff spot because I know Coach Stock, coaching softball with him and stuff. He does a good job with the kids, and so they're not gonna roll over. They're gonna play hard every single game.
We got a couple minutes left until the start of the second half. We'll take one more break. Be right back with you here on mybasin.com.
Not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
Hidden Valley starts the third quarter with possession. Mustangs trail 42-13. Kaylee Bennett guarded by Modine. Gets it over to Ramos. Bennett. Ramos back to Bennett. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bounce to Brazil. Drive, floater off the mark for Ramos. Shade the other way. Facel. Harper, mid-range, won't go, gets her own miss. Emerges from the defense, puts it up, misses. Travel called as Graham took it the other way. It comes to Facel. She sends it to Modine. Lofted into Harper, too high. Sandquist takes it away. Sends it to Bennett. Sandquist. That one won't go. Modine in transition. Floater misses. Facel fouled on the putback.
That's one thing that Henley does. They really do hit the boards, and they do rebound well.
Vassell, 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals at Summit. Had a couple of big buckets late in the fourth quarter.
Reverse layups.
On that one, I mean, she catches a pass from the top of the key as Harper lays it in. Not even the top of the key, close to the center circle. Takes a bump as she's catching it, able to spin around. Banks in the reverse layup, almost Wilt Chamberlain-esque from directly underneath the backboard, and one.
That was a big play at that point in the game, too.
Massive. Vassell traveled on that pass, though. Ramos to Bennett. Brazil. Ramos. Tipped out by Modine. It will stay with the Mustangs. Graham to Bennett. Baseline floater way off. Harper, easy board. In transition, Schroeder, the dish to Vassell, and one.
Very unselfish play there by Schroeder. She could have laid it up, but she let her teammate do it.
I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, that is great basketball.
It is.
And for a freshman to make that play too, I mean, we know she's at a higher level of maturity than most freshmen just watching her out there throughout the season, but I think that play illustrates it perfectly.
Yeah, that's a very unselfish play. Good to see.
Vassell misses the free throw. It comes to Schroeder. She's tied up. Possession arrow favors Henley. Shade will inbound. Out to Modine. Quick trigger, misses. Ramos the other way. Bothered by Modine. It comes back to her, and the second chance falls. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Hidden Valley has their first points. Of the half, that is. Double dribble after Hidden Valley took it away.
Sometimes Henley gets a little bit in trouble when their ball handlers try to split two defenders. Sometimes it might be good just to back it out and reset, but sometimes, you get a little excited.
Modine for three, rattles in. The other way, Kelly tries to answer. They'll call that a 2. Little inside the arc.
Yep.
Shade, Modine. Harper. Puts it up, misses. Schroeder going for it. Can't get it, but she forces Graham to step out of bounds. And a full 5-for-5 substitution now for Henley.
Good to see.
Into Srnowski. In the paint, Campos, the turnaround won't fall. Fouled on the floor is Graham. So Ladner, Campos, Brooklyn Conrad, Maddie Srnowski, and Cadence Nelson are the new 5 on the floor for Henley. 4:35 left in the third quarter. 35-point lead for the Hornets. Almost taken away. Layup won't fall. Second chance gets in. Campos. Down low, Swarnowski threads the pass to Conrad, who's fouled and will shoot free throws. Conrad knocks down the first free throw. One thing you notice, Mark, we talked about this deep bench unit. When they get in, they're not just messing around. They are playing Henley's style of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for them. They practice hard every day. It's good to reward them with a little playing time, and they come in and work hard.
Out of bounds, Henley ball. That's one thing you notice. I mean, even down to the JV team. You and I got to see a lot of that game at Summit on Wednesday. The JV team also beat Summit, and they played just as hard as the varsity team.
They did. That was a good game, too.
Just as hard, just as unselfish. Randy Denson building a program from the top down here at Henley. Campos applying pressure. Ramos for three, pops out into the hands of Ladner. Campos looking, sends it to Conrad for a three, no good. Swarnowski grabs the rebound. Swarnowski in some trouble. It's tapped out of bounds by the Mustangs. Campos into Ladner. Campos gets it back. Campos looking to pass. Instead turns it over. Swarnowski called for the foul, trying to take it back. Spur Barney Smith getting set to check in for the Hornets. She's going to replace Senya Campos. Ramos. Another foul on Swarnowski. Graham to inbound. Roms. And another foul called on Swarnowski. Fourth foul of the quarter on Henley. Next one will be free throws for Hidden Valley. Graham throws it underneath to Kelly. Kelly, rejected by Barney Smith.
Nice block.
Ladner, plenty of room. Misses. Barney Smith the rebound. Back out to Ladner. Henley able to reset here. They look down low. Swarnowski gets the shot off. It won't go off the glass. Rebound comes to Conrad. Ladner. Swarnowski. Threads it. Now around Nelson's jumper won't fall. And Ramos gets the board. And they cash in. Barney Smith is tied up. Hidden Valley has the possession arrow. A minute 51 left in the third quarter. Pass into the backcourt. That's going to be a turnover. Preston Shade directing traffic. Sends it to Barney Smith. Her pass is tipped and taken away. Tie up in the corner. It's a foul.
Shooting free throws for Hidden Valley. Foul on Spur Barney.
Taylor Sparlin, the JV call-up, misses the first free throw. Second one falls. Shade brings it up. Barney Smith. Floater, too long. Rebound out of bounds. It will be Henley ball. Shade. Throws it into Swarnowski. She has her shot blocked. Shade gets to it, but her feet are on the baseline. Here's Ramas. Swarnowski. Well, guarded by Swarnowski, applying the pressure, that is, and forcing the pass into the backcourt. Second time that's happened this quarter.
Yeah, Madeline Swarnowski playing some tight Hornet defense.
Shade to inbound. Open is Conrad, and she cans the three.
Brooklyn Conrad's got 5 coming off the bench. 5 points.
Graham. I believe that may be a season high for Conrad.
I think so.
Career high. This is their first year on the varsity team.
How exciting.
2 free throws for Hidden Valley with 35.2 seconds left in the third. Second one rolls in. Shade to Barney Smith. Her three rattles the rim. Shade almost with a takeaway. It'll stay with Hidden Valley. 25.7 seconds left in the third. Ramas to Kelly. Kicked out for a three. That won't go. Rebounded underneath.
Jump ball.
10.3 seconds on the clock. Shade brings it up. Sends it over to Nelson. Shade has to shoot. Does. It goes off the rim. But Henley takes a 34-point lead into the fourth quarter. Matt Bowling here alongside Mark McDaniel. You're watching Henley basketball on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses. all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Well, we have reached the running clock margin here to start the fourth quarter, which, if you don't know, although if you've watched a lot of Henley games this season, you probably should know, is 30 points. It'll only stop on timeouts and free throws.
And Henley has most of their starters back in just to get some more work.
Campos, Schroeder, put back, foul. Schroeder knocks down the first free throw. Well, she's obviously had an outstanding start to her basketball career. But she was also first team all Skyline Conference in volleyball this fall. Led Henley in blocks and kills. Helped the Hornets get back to the state tournament after missing the postseason entirely last year. Roms banks it in.
Well, she just plays at such a high maturity level for such a young athlete.
There she is again. Misses the first time, misses the second. Hidden Valley comes away with it. I mean, to me, there's a very real possibility that she ends up being a 4-time Skyline Conference Basketball Player of the Year.
Yeah, she's earning it, but she seems very humble. You just like her demeanor when she plays the game. It's good to see.
Okay, we now know who number 5 is. It's the freshman Grace Peterson on Hidden Valley. Putting up another shot that won't fall. Lamas dribbles in for a free throw line jumper that misses. Peterson guarded by Barney Smith. Peterson trying to drive, gets called for the travel. Reason we didn't know who that was, as we mentioned earlier, there were some JV call-ups here with Hidden Valley tonight. There's no number 5 on the JV roster or the varsity roster. There are 2 number 4s on the junior varsity roster. So somebody made a typo there.
Yeah. Makes it difficult.
Maddie Swarnowski will shoot free throws. Misses the first. Oh for 2, Graham gets the second miss. Peterson. Sparlin. Heading to the baseline, sends it off the side of the backboard. Conrad sending it to Ladner, who misses the shot. It comes right back to her. Conrad, Barney Smith wide open, but she travels on the shot. Four and a half minutes. Henley and Hidden Valley boys scheduled for a 7:30 start. Looks like we're definitely going to make that. Turnaround won't fall for Sandquist. Intercepted. Ramos. Nice move to the cup, but the shot doesn't fall. Hidden Valley ball on the baseline. Underneath, Sandquist gets it to go. Ladner to Barney Smith. Conrad. Swish. Ramos guarded by Ladner. Three won't go. Ladner ahead to Nelson from just inside the line. Ricochets off the rim. Ladner bumped. Now a foul called as Nelson was almost clotheslined on the way up. Two free throws for the junior, Cadence Nelson. Five subs getting ready to check in for Hidden Valley. Nelson misses the second free throw. Conrad chases down the rebound. Srenowski going to the floor for it, but called for the travel. I always think it's a little unfortunate when a player ends up getting called for the travel while diving for a loose ball.
Yeah, it's a tough rule as a referee. If they roll over, they're going to get called for a foul. Or travel.
Looks like Alicia Campbell, freshman, another JV call-up, is going to shoot a couple free throws. Able to bank that one in. This second free throw, put back won't go, out of bounds, Hornets ball. Campos turns it over. A minute and a half remaining in this one. Taken away by Nelson. Head to Campos. Conrad off the rim. Gets it back. Fires over to Nelson. Her shot's off the mark. And gathered up by Madison Kelly. Bennett brings it up. Bounces it to Kelly. Just trying to drive her way to the hoop. Picks up a foul. It's going to be called a shooting foul. So Madison Kelly will shoot 2 free throws. 31.4 seconds on the fourth quarter clock. She makes the first. Second one misses. Srenowski comes away with the board. And the Hornets can just dribble it out here. They don't often like to dribble it out, though.
They do not.
Barney Smith. Doubled. Turned over. Wrestled away by Bennett. Ahead to Campbell. Campbell baseline. Mishandled. They get a shot off at the buzzer, and it's no good. Another dominant Skyline Conference win for Henley, 62-30 the final. We'll be right back with your individual scoring here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Henley 62, Hidden Valley 30, your final here in the girls' game. Run you down the scoring for Henley. Preston Shade with 10, Michaela Schroeder and Anna Harper with 9 each. 8 each from Kennedy Modine, Lily Fassell, and Senya Campos. Brooklyn Conrad, one of Henley's reserves, putting up a career-high 7 points. And then Bailey Ladner with 2. For Hidden Valley, Hannah Ramos and Madison Kelly leading the way with 6 each. Bailey Sandquist and Grace Peterson with 4. Taylor Graham, Willow Brazil with 3. And Kaylee Bennett, along with Taylor Sparlin, with 2 each. Really not much to talk about with this one, Mark. I mean, just Henley dominating yet another Skyline Conference team. I mean, they've now made the full trip through the league. They'll have 2 more left, as opposed to 1 more, as the league schedule has expanded this year. Everyone's going to be playing each other 3 times instead of 2. But all things considered, no reason to think that Henley should not roll to a third straight Skyline Conference title.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, tonight's game, you knew coming in that they were favorites. I think they did what they had to do. I mean, Coach Denson, he's probably going to be pretty picky on some things. I mean, they had 22 turnovers tonight. Both teams did, but I mean, overall, you got a lot of play time from your bench, which it's valued experience. You never know when somebody later on in a playoff might get into foul trouble. Yeah, someone like Brooklyn Conrad comes in and plays like that. You might need her sometime, maybe in a situation, and the more confidence she has, the better. So, they did what they had to do. So now it's on to the next league game.
And for us right now, it's on to the boys' game. We're going to take a little break, get set up for that one. Matt Bowling here alongside Mark McDaniel, who is stepping out to catch a train. Right, Mark?
Yeah, just going to go on a little vacation, so we're going to go enjoy some things, my wife and I. So thanks for the time that you've let me come and do this with you. We'll be back, and hopefully we get to do some more games again this year. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So I'll be flying solo for the boys' game. Hope you'll stick around here on mybasin.com. Hello and welcome in, or welcome back if you were with us for the girls' game. Henley boys getting ready to take on Hidden Valley in a Skyline Conference matchup. Mustangs ranked number 12 in 4A. Henley ranked all the way down at 28. Hidden Valley 1-1 in Skyline Conference play. Henley 0-3. We're just a few minutes away from tip-off. We will take a break and be about ready for action on the other side. I'm Matt Bowling. This is Henley Basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
The information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
Back with you here at Henley just in time for the starting lineups. For Hidden Valley, it's going to be Evan Neufeld, Kaiser Daly, Naren Stone, Joshua Iwumizu, and Cooper Gagnon. For Henley, Micah Ibarra, Nolan Mick, Reese Schmerbaugh, Bryson Montag, and Hidden Valley coming off a 43-38 win over Klamath Union. That game played on Tuesday. Henley coming off a 62-56 loss at Mazama on Tuesday. So again, Ibarra, Schmerbach, Montag, Mick, and Hamilton, the starters for Henley. Daly, Iwamizu, Gagnon, Neufeld, and Stone, the starters for Hidden Valley. It's going to be Iwamizu versus Mick for the tip-off, and here we go. Hidden Valley wins it. Right away underneath, they send it to Daly. Stone going for it, won't go. Daly for three, misses. Mustangs get the offensive board. Neufeld. Iwamizu. Daly has it taken away from him by Mick. He's able to get it up to Ibarra. Ibarra to Mick. Montag up to Ibarra. Ibarra kicking it to Mick for a corner three. That's airballed. Montag is there to get the miss, though. Misses the putback. Iwamizu bringing it up the other way, just inside the top of the key, misses the three. Ibarra gets the rebound, sends it ahead to Mick. Mick in the corner, bouncing it to Hamilton. Hamilton through the defense, can't hit it. This is Daly looking to Stone on the block, and he gets the tough bucket. Hidden Valley goes up 2-0. 6:38 to go in the first quarter. Mick to Ibarra. Ibarra with a lane. Ibarra drive, too strong, and really nowhere near the hoop. Daly to Iwamizu. Neufeld. Underneath to Neufeld. And he's wide open for a layup. And that's going to prompt Brian Stock to call a timeout. Hidden Valley with a 4-0 lead. 6:06 to go in the first quarter here at Henley.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Henley with possession coming out of the timeout. Bryson Montag will inbound. And what's the call here? Looks like there's blood on the floor. Luke Hammond, Henley's athletic director and former boys basketball head coach, is going to come out and clean it up. Little extra time in the huddle for both teams as a result of that. And it looks like they're working on Nolan Mick over there. Must have sustained a little scratch at some point. Montag inbounds it to Ibarra. Ibarra, Schmerbach up to Montag. Montag's pass into the corner is swatted out by Austin Klingler. Ibarra looking to inbound. Goes up top to Sims. Sims's pass into the corner is out of bounds. Neufeld, guarded by Ibarra. Floats one down to Iwamizu, who turns on the jets for the layup. Henley turns it over. But a travel on Gagnon. It's a 6-0 lead for Hidden Valley. 5:34 left in the first quarter. Corner three rattles out. Out of bounds, last touched by the Mustangs. Schmerbach pulled that one, couldn't connect. Ibarra to Hamilton. Sims. Corner three, Ibarra, bang. First points of the game for the Hornets. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's Klingler. Over to Iwamizu. Now Neufeld. Turnaround, too strong for Klingler. And Hamilton comes away with the board. Montag to Sims. Ibarra. Sims looking to drive. Finds a lane, has a shot swatted by Klingler. Stone draws a foul on the drive. Hidden Valley with an inbound on the baseline. Up top, Klingler. Now to Iwamizu. Klingler. Driving. can't finish. It rolls off the rim. Mick grabs the board. Now here's Ibarra. Handing it to Montag. Sims. Ibarra with space for a three. Misses. Foul called on the rebound. It's against Hidden Valley. It's on Mauricio Mendez. That is his first. Or no, it's on Henley, excuse me. It was on Nolan Mick, his first. Henley's second. Laying it in, Naren Stone. And it's back to a two-possession game. Sims to Montag. Montag whips it down low. Turnaround shot comes up short for Mick. And Iwamizu comes away with the board. Iwamizu kicking it out to Flitcroft, who buries the three. 8-point lead for the Mustangs. 3:22 to go in the first quarter. Top of the key three for Sims, and the answer from the sophomore. This is Stone. Over to Iwamizu. Neufeld pulling a three. That one missed. Sims grabs the rebound. Fires it ahead to Mick. Mick. Sims. Ibarra. Underneath, Hamilton loses it. Sent ahead to Klingler. Klingler underneath, a tough bucket. An extremely difficult angle, but the senior cashes in. Foul on Hidden Valley. .223 to go in the first quarter. Hornets trailing 13-6. This is Sims. Schmerbach, Sims, Mick. Hamilton loses it on the drive. Almost stolen back. Somehow Gagnon able to keep possession. Iwamizu drives and he loses it. Sims in transition. Sims, contested floater. Gets Henley back within 5. Iwamizu over to Tommy Drake. Iwamizu a drive now. One-legged won't go. Drake. Fouled. Tommy Drake. Misses the first free throw. He's one of 8 seniors on this Hidden Valley roster, a very veteran team. Much like Henley was just last year. They had 7 seniors. Dealing with a lot of not necessarily youth, but inexperience on this year's roster. As Bryson Montag was the only returning player who saw significant varsity minutes last season. Sims's three is off the front of the rim. It's rebounded by Iwamizu, and it looks like he gets fouled. Connor Flitcroft inbounding for the Mustangs, gets it into Evan Neufeld. Drake, Gagnon, Neufeld. Neufeld creating space. Oh my goodness. That was about as tight defense as you could have played, but he's still found a way to get the shot in. Montag on the other end answers. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Neufeld. Neufeld to Drake. Now Daly. Gagnon. Drake. Flitcroft. Gagnon. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They've got to go. I don't know if they're going to be able to get a shot off. Flitcroft gets it right at the buzzer. It won't fall. 8.6 seconds left. And Hidden Valley commits a foul on the rebound. Henley will have time to get a shot off. Bringing it up is Schmerbach. Now Sims. 2 seconds left. Sims. Too strong off the glass. And Hidden Valley leads 16-10 after a quarter here at Henley. I'm Matt Bowling. This is Henley Basketball on mybasin.com and 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Henley with possession to start the second quarter. Montag in the corner. Over to Mick. Mick kicks it to Ibarra. His three goes. Hornets back within 3 points. On the other end, Klingler answers. Schmerbach. Mick. Now Hamilton. Dribbling in back to Ibarra. Hamilton. Drives, kicks to Montag. Up top, Schmerbach. Now Ibarra looking for a lane. He hands it to Mick. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Schmerbach. Hamilton. Drives. Travels. Hidden Valley bringing it up. It's Neufeld over to Klingler. Neufeld looking for a cutting stone. It's disrupted. He's able to get it to Gagnon. Iwamizu. Neufeld. Gagnon. Iwamizu trying to back down Hamilton. 5 seconds left. Klingler the drive. Klingler the finish. Austin Klingler, Hidden Valley's quarterback, bringing some of that football toughness to the basketball court. Schmerbach fouled and will shoot two. Schmerbach had 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in Henley's loss at Mazama on Tuesday. Makes the second free throw. Iwamizu sending it to Klingler. Now back to Iwamizu, rattling in the top of the key three. Henley turns it over. Neufeld. Klingler. Now Gagnon, Neufeld underneath Klingler, but the putback is good. And all of a sudden, Hidden Valley up 12. 5:32 remaining in the second quarter. Schmerbach, Charlton, Montag. Ibarra fakes out a defender, misses the elbow jumper. Ahead to Neufeld, shot comes up short. Ibarra kicks it to Charlton, off the mark. Kept alive by Montag, but sent right to Neufeld. Iwamizu the other way. Iwamizu just bullying his way to the rack, but misses the shot. Here's Ibarra. Now Montag looking for a baseline drive, sends it back out to Ibarra for a three. It's good. Neufeld. Gagnon. Underneath. Neufeld cashes in. Ibarra, Schmerbach looking to drive, and he's fouled. Four minutes even on the clock here in the second quarter. Henley trailing 28-17. Charlton throws it to Mick. Montag all alone for three. Swish. Neufeld ahead to Daly. Iwamizu. Flitcroft. Now Stone, now Iwamizu again. Guarded by Jeremiah Brunick. Daly. Stone guarded by Montag. Sends it over to Iwamizu. Long three, rattles off the rim. Rebound tap to Flitcroft. Neufeld tries his three. That won't go. Charlton gets the board, takes it up. Montag. Nolan Mick. Montag freed himself up. Second chance goes. Henley still battling. They've cut it back to 6. Daly. Neufeld. Stone. Daly guarded by Mick. Looking for options. Gets it to Neufeld. Neufeld trying to weave his way through the defense. Instead sends it back up to Iwamizu. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. A cutting Stone. Can't hit it. They get the second chance. And a timeout called by Hidden Valley. 30-22. Mustangs lead 2:35 to go in the second quarter. Want to give you a reminder that the mybasin.com or the Geno's Cafe Game of the Week is also on mybasin.com. Chiloquin hosting Cross Point Christian. Josh Eldridge is on the call for that one. Second leg of a doubleheader here on this stream, as the Henley girls wrapped up a dominant win over Hidden Valley just about an hour ago. 62-30 was the final in that one. Looks like we're about ready to resume. .235 to go in the second quarter. Henley trailing 30-22. Ibarra was looking for somebody to inbound to. There was nobody in the backcourt. Finally, Sims comes over to help him, and they get going. Mick, Montag, Brunick. Brunick muscling his way to the cup, but can't hit the shot. Neufeld. Klingler. Guarded by Sims, bounces it to Daly. Neufeld again, this time guarded by Ibarra. Now Iwamizu over to Daly. Up top, Stone. Klingler. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Stone. Iwamizu. 5 seconds. Neufeld. Drives, spins, shoots. And it goes out. Good defensive possession there for the Hornets. Sims a drive. Sims a tough bucket. Here's Iwamizu. Over to Klingler. Pass off the mark for Stone. It's taken the other way by Mick. Henley has numbers, and Montag finishes. 4-point game, 1:03 left in the first half. Klingler. Bouncing it to Stone. And looks like Stone gets fouled. Neufeld looking to inbound. Gets it to Iwamizu. Iwamizu can't hit the shot over Brunick. 50 seconds left. Here's Ibarra. Hamilton. Ibarra. Baseline drive. Blocked from behind. Klingler got his hand on it. It results in a tie-up. And the possession arrow points to Hidden Valley. 38.3 seconds left. Evan Neufeld bringing it up. Looking for Stone. He keeps it in. They get it to Klingler. Iwamizu. Daly. Neufeld. Iwamizu. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Iwamizu powering to the cup. The other way, Mick trying to answer off the mark, gets his own miss, and the putback won't go at the buzzer. So Hidden Valley heads into the locker room with a 32-26 lead here at Henley. I'm Matt Bowling. This is Hornets basketball on mybasin.com, 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Hidden Valley 32, Henley 26 at the half. Hornets trying to avoid going winless in their first trip through the Skyline Conference. Expanded schedule this year means every team will play each other 3 times instead of 2. So Henley, despite being 0-3, still time to turn things around. Not nearly 0-3 start, not nearly as fatal as it would have been last season. Of course, it does create an uneven distribution of home and road games. So Henley does only have to visit Hidden Valley once. They've already visited Klamath Union. They will do so again. They've also visited Mazama and will do so again. They do travel only once to Phoenix. So Hornets getting the better of the scheduling draw this season with the minimal number of trips over the hill. All right, we're working on getting you the first half scoring. We'll take a break, maybe have it for you on the other side. I'm Matt Bowling. This is Henley basketball on mybasin.com and 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
All I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face. I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Hidden Valley back out onto the court. Henley's still in the locker room. Hornets reduced what was a 12-point deficit to 6 going into the half. Still a bit of a mountain to climb if they want to truly get back into this game. Only 4 players have scored so far for Henley. Bryson Montag and Micah Ibarra have 9 each. Carson Sims has 7. His career high is 10. Reese Schmerbach has 1. Ibarra, all 9 of his points have come on threes. Montag and Sims have each hit 1. Hornets just now getting back out onto the court. For Hidden Valley, Joshua Iwamizu was an honorable mention all-state selection last season, has 9 points. Austin Klingler has 7. Evan Neufeld has 6. Connor Flitcroft has 5. Naren Stone has 4. And Tommy Drake has 1. That's 6 different scorers for the Mustangs. Want to remind you that the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week is also being broadcast on mybasin.com with Josh Eldridge on the call. Chiloquin hosting Cross Point Christian, and Chiloquin trailing 40-24 at halftime in that boys' game. If you'd like to listen to it on the radio, it's available on 1150 and 92.9 KAGO. Henley with possession to start the third. Corner three won't fall for Hamilton. Moment of hesitation by the official. He decides it was last touched by Henley. This is Klingler. Gagnon. Iwamizu for three. Bang. That's his second three of the game, and it gets it to a 9-point lead for Hidden Valley. Over to Montag. Ibarra. Space for a three. He answers. Fourth three of the game for Micah Ibarra. Almost turned over. Recovered by Klingler. Foul called. They tried to send it out of bounds off of Schmerbach. And the officials end up calling a foul on Schmerbach. And Klingler again diving head first into the stands, almost. Trying to keep that ball in. Klingler. Bounce it, pass is turned over. Ibarra the other way. Ibarra too strong. Montag gets the offensive rebound and is fouled. Montag led Henley with 19 points, including 3 threes. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals against Mazama on Tuesday. Goes 1 for 2 from the line here. Here's Uwamizu. Stone. Bounces it to Klingler. Klingler splits the double team, sends it off the bottom of the rim. Tie up on the rebound. Ibarra makes sure Klingler's okay after he hits the deck. Klingler gives him a little chest tap. Just 2 guys going at it. Iwamizu trying to back down Hamilton. Misses the shot. Putback won't go. A third try gets in. 6 minutes left in the third. It's a 7-point lead for the Mustangs. Montag. In the corner, Ibarra. Open for 3. Schmerbach. Won't fall. Iwamizu directing traffic. Now drives toward the hoop. Can't score over Hamilton. Schmerbach. Mick. Ibarra. Guarded by Klingler. Looking for options. Sends it to Hamilton. And a timeout called by Henley. Hornets down 37-30 with 5:23 to go in the third here on mybasin.com.
MyBasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
The information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Joshua Iwamizu has all 5 of Hidden Valley's points so far in the third quarter. He's up to 14 now on the night. Ibarra throws it into Hamilton. Down low, Montag, turnaround misses. Iwamizu. Klingler. Guarded by Mick. Klingler looking for some help. Able to get it to Neufeld. Iwamizu for three. Yes. Ten-point lead for Hidden Valley. Mick. Hamilton, Ibarra. Ibarra, tough drive. Nice feed to Schmerbach. Now Montag a drive. His floater rolls in. Klingler to Gagnon. Iwamizu, another three. Cash. That is his third three of the third quarter. It's an 11-point lead for the Mustangs. He's still got all of their points in the first 4 minutes of the third period. Ibarra, his three, rattles in. This is Stone. Neufeld. Klingler looking over to Stone. Iwamizu. Neufeld nails the three. Hidden Valley on fire from beyond the arc. They have hit 4 threes in the first 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Or 41 seconds, excuse me. Henley takes a timeout. We'll take one. Oh, well, no, we'll keep it here. That three by Neufeld, the first points of the third quarter for Hidden Valley by a player not named Joshua Iwamizu. He had 9 in the first half. He's got 11 in the third. Carson Sims goes over to Charlton. Montag. Montag getting it back to a single-digit game. Daly. Iwamizu out to Klingler. Daly. Neufeld. Klingler. This is Stone up top. Now Neufeld. Iwamizu. Stone wide open. Misses the three. Sims grabs the rebound, looking to go coast to coast. A nice feed to Brunick underneath. He waits, puts it up, and misses. Daly for three. That's no good. Here's Sims. Charlton. Brunick gets it back to Charlton. Sims. Fouled. Klingler called for the foul. And he'll check out. Tommy Drake in to replace him. 2:03 to go in the third. Montag, Schmerbach, Sims, open for three. Charlton can't convert. Neufeld. Stone. Drake sends it to Iwamizu. He's doubled, gets it out to Daly. Neufeld. Guarded by Schmerbach. Now Iwamizu. Neufeld looking to drive. Neufeld travels. Here's Schmerbach handing it to Sims. Sims looking to go baseline. Gets around Drake, manages to get a shot off that won't go. Montag is there for the putback. Iwamizu, guarded by Brunick, sends it to Daly. Up top, Drake. Iwamizu. Daly. Iwamizu, a three. Yes, sir. Make that 4 threes for Iwamizu this quarter. Sims can't answer. Iwamizu grabs the board. This is Drake. Neufeld. Iwamizu. 15 seconds left. Iwamizu sends it to Drake. He's open. He won't take the three. Goes baseline. Too strong off the glass. 6 seconds left. Schmerbach's pass is tipped back to him. Last second shot is off the mark. And Henley will head to the fourth quarter trailing by 10. 49-39 here at the Hornets' Nest. I'm Matt Bowling. You're watching Henley basketball on mybasin.com and listening on 104.3 and 960 Sports. Joshua Iwamizu outscored Henley entirely by himself in the third quarter. He hit 4 threes, had a total of 14 points. He's up to 23 so far tonight. Henley will start with possession. Not sure what we're waiting on here. All right, looks like we're ready. This is Sims. Sims has it bothered by Neufeld. Corner 3 won't go for Neufeld. Ibarra. Sims. His 3 misses. Stone comes away with it. Now Iwamizu. Looking for somebody as Stone now kicks it back to Iwamizu. Deep 3 off the rim. This is Ibarra. Now Hamilton. Hamilton into the paint. Hook shot. Bounces out. Iwamizu in transition. Sends it to Klingler for a 3. He connects. Mustangs lighting it up from beyond the arc. 13-point lead. Ibarra can't answer. Mick grabs the rebound. Another chance won't go. Brunick gets that board. Mike picks it up, whips it to Hamilton for a three. That one will not fall. And Henley commits a foul on the rebound. Just a tough possession there for the Hornets. Now down 13 with 6.5 minutes remaining. It's the largest lead of the game for the Mustangs. They led by 12 in the first half. A cutting Daly over to Klingler. Iwamizu. Stone. Up top, Klingler now over to Iwamizu. Creates space for a three and buries it. He is simply unstoppable from deep tonight. Hamilton to Ibarra. Mick. Hamilton. Sims finds a lane, comes up short on the layup. Daly for three. No good. This is Hamilton. Now Mick over to Ibarra. Brunick is dispossessed. Iwamizu slowly up the court. No need to rush anything for Hidden Valley. They are up by 16 with 5 minutes remaining. Iwamizu. Neufeld, Iwamizu. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They get it to Iwamizu. Step back three comes up short of the rim. Corbin Hamilton. And Brian Stock calls timeout. Henley down 55-39, 4:31 to go. Here on mybasin.com and 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever. Wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face. I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Henley still trying to claw their way back into this game, but they are running out of time. 4:31 to go. They trail by 16. Ibarra inbounds it to Schmerbach. Ibarra, corner three, no good. Tries to get his own miss. Klingler sends it all the way into the backcourt. It's recovered by Schmerbach, who is pressured. Carson Sims drives, loses it. Taken away by Flitcroft. Iwamizu in transition. Stops at half court. He gives it to Klingler. Iwamizu gets it back in the corner, finds a cutting Stone for the layup. Excellent pass. Excellent cut by Stone. Sims to a cutting Montag for the answer on the other end. Here's Klingler. Now Stone. Iwamizu. Stone. Gagnon. Flitcroft. Iwamizu. Finds a lane. Reverse layup. Oh, my. Joshua Iwamizu showing exactly why he was honorable mention All-State last season. Hamilton fouled. 2:49 to go. Corbin Hamilton will head to the line. Looks like Jordan Kassler, Hidden Valley's head coach, is getting ready to empty his bench. Tommy Drake, Mauricio Mendez, and Evan Neufeld check in. Hamilton goes 2 for 2 from the line. Neufeld fires it ahead to Drake. Drake misses the contested layup. Putback won't go for Mendez. Mendez is tied up with Sims. Possession arrow favors the Mustangs. 2:36 left. Into Stone. Now Klingler. Tommy Drake. Stone. Austin Klingler. This is Naren Stone. Mendez. Neufeld. Inside. Stone. Denied. I think Carson Sims got his hand on that. Hamilton. Too strong on the layup. Was going for the reverse, but couldn't finish on the other end. Klingler gets the and one. And looks like now it's Brian Stock's turn to empty the bench. A full 5-for-5 substitution. Additional subs on for Hidden Valley. Looks like Finn Charlton, Nolan Mick, Kai Montag, Jeremiah Brunick, and Kim Sabaton are the new 5 for Henley. For Hidden Valley, it's, well, they're waiting to sub somebody in for Austin Klingler after he shoots this free throw, it looks like. That's Eric Combs. Tommy Drake checking in for Kaiser Daly. Eric Combs looks like is going to be the one who checks in for Austin Klingler. The other two on the court for Hidden Valley are Connor Flitcroft and Mauricio Mendez. Klingler makes the free throw. 1:54 remaining, and Hidden Valley has more or less put a bow on this one. Mick. Can't finish. Lennon Cowell in now for the Mustangs. Sends it to Connor Flitcroft. Mendez to Cowell. Cowell. Over to Combs. Mendez fires down low for Cowell. Ball ends up out of bounds. It will stay with Hidden Valley. Cowell. This is Combs with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Misses. Here's Sabaton. Sabaton finding his way to the bucket. Can't hit the reverse. Drake ahead to Mendez, out of bounds, back to Henley. Here's Kai Montag. Sabaton on the block. Brunick fouled. .6 seconds remaining. Brunick had 2 rebounds in the game against Mazama, did not score. Misses the first free throw here. Oh for 2 trip to the line for Brunick, but Kai Montag chases down the rebound. He pulls a 3, misses. Brunick gets the board, sends it out to Sabaton. He gives it to Mick. Sabaton looking for space. In trouble. Nice pass to Brunick. Now they throw it out to Mick. He drives into the paint, sends it to Montag. Montag's baseline floater won't fall. 12 seconds left, and Hidden Valley can just dribble it out. Henley falls to 0-4 in Skyline Conference play. Hidden Valley improves to 2-1. We'll get you the final individual scoring right after this break here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, the retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
(62-43), Hidden Valley wins here at Henley. Still waiting on the final scoring. In the meantime, take a look at the Skyline Conference standings. Well, you can see these are coming into tonight's game. But Hidden Valley going to move up to 2-1. Henley going to remain in last place at 0-4. This is the first trip through the Skyline Conference for Henley. They've got a week off, though. Time to regroup and get ready to head to Phoenix on January 24th. Hidden Valley, for their part, hosts Mazama on Tuesday before they host Phoenix. Their next game after that will be hosting Phoenix on January 28th. As things stand right now, it is pretty clear that Phoenix is the decisive favorite to win the Skyline Conference. They recorded a 71-54 win over Hidden Valley when these two teams met on January 9th. And Henley, of course, as we mentioned earlier, lost 65-40 to the Pirates here in this building. Okay, we have one more break to take. We'll wrap things up for you on the other side. I'm Matt Bowling. Don't go away just yet. We got a little bit more for you here on mybasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
All right, Henley losing to Hidden Valley 62-43. Doesn't look like we're going to get final scoring, but by my unofficial count, and I know I missed a few, Joshua Iwamizu had 28 points for Hidden Valley, including 5 threes. Henley had a lot of difficulty containing him. Micah Ibarra, though, had a pretty good night himself from beyond the arc. By my count, 15 points on 5 made threes. Well, that about does it for us here at Henley. Once again, the Hornets are next in action on Friday, January 24th, a week from today at Phoenix. We will have a broadcast between now and then, though, as the Henley girls host Cascade Christian on Wednesday. But for now, that does it for me. I'm Matt Bowling, saying good night from Henley. Thanks to those of you who tuned in, and we will see you next time.